So when you say in the Lord's name or in Jesus' name, you accepting whoever you believe Jesus to be to rule over you. But little to your ignorance do you know, Jesus is actually a goddamn demon who exists on another entity. And they're using religions to recycle the souls so that you never leave this plane and the entities are feeding off you. Now this is the last cycle where the souls are going to be recycled and the ancestors are going to give you a chance to save yourself, or what you call as reincarnation. After this, you will not, there will be no more reincarnation going into the next dimension. You will literally cease to exist, or you will go with whoever you've been worshiping. So when you get to worshiping the devil, Jesus, and you keep calling upon Jesus, when you meet him, don't be surprised. So when this demonic entity presents itself to you and you go with him to the nether realm, you're going to be like, damn, you're not Jesus. And he's going to be like, yes, I am. I'm the one you've been calling upon, because you're worshiping this demonic ass religion which promotes slavery and all other things that Caucasians have devised in order to enslave you. This for the black women. Okay, I'm walking up the street with you, right, Black Queen? You go to church every Sunday, you praying and Jesus going, nah. You fly, you got your wig on, your weave, you in church, baby. Okay, I'm walking up the street with you one day. A man jumps out the car, drags you into an alley, and proceeds to snatch your clothes off and try to rape you. Now, you like, Pharaoh, help me. Instead of me helping you, guess what I do? I say, hold on, I'm about to get on my knees and pray to Jesus and he gonna make this shit better. You gonna look at me and you gonna hate me for the rest of your life that I stood there and prayed to Jesus and didn't help you. You know why? Because the fucking left hemisphere of your brain knows that there is no fucking body in the sky and that the help must come from me in the flesh, because I'm God in the flesh and I'm supposed to be there for you in the flesh. So if you getting raped and I'm praying to God to help you, you are going to be upset with me. But yet, when you need money, when you need to get out of a bad relationship, when you need help in life, period, when your children are out of control, instead of taking things into your own hands and making the changes, you pray and do the same thing that you would condemn me for doing if I stood by and watched you get raped. So you are crazy. You are out of your mind. Get back into the realm of reality and come out of the realm of illusion. Serious, this is crazy. How do you think you're not crazy? You don't chase your dreams. You attract your dreams. You don't chase a person. You attract a person. You don't catch a fish. You attract a fish. Nobody goes fishing and motherfucking chases the fish. You make the fish come to you. Okay? So this is how the universe works. You don't make your dreams and goals something that you chase. You prepare yourself to attract that to you. Okay? The motherfucking nobody goes looking for the NFL. The NFL goes looking for the best player. All you got to do is prepare yourself to make sure the NFL is ready to see you. Nobody goes looking for boxing. Nobody calls HBO and says, hey HBO, I'm a good ass boxer and you need to come look at me in my gym. No, you knock motherfuckers out. Prepare yourself to be one of the best boxers in this decade and HBO gonna call you. And so that being said, this is the way the universe works. If you want to know if a person is hosting a spiritual parasite, think about everybody that call your phone and you feel like, oh my God. Sometimes you literally feel sleepy. Sometimes you literally feel tired. Literally. And then you get away from this person or you get off the phone and you feel like, shoot, you ready to go do some jumping jacks. You just was dealing with an energy drainer. You were dealing with a person that's hosting an archon, okay? And an archon, once again, is a spiritual parasite that vessels, okay, certain people with certain mental premises in order to feed your energy through them. Okay, now most people that's hosting archons don't realize that they hosting a parasite because their normal behavior patterns already resemble and reflect that of the spiritual deity that they attracted. So most people will tell you, oh, I'm not hosting no demonic entity, or I'm not hosting no spiritual parasite. I ain't trying to manipulate you, because that's what they know that they do anyway, because they're either egotistical or narcissistic. So anything you know about a person that's egotistical or narcissistic by psychological diagnosis, okay, they have a lot of things wrong with them mentally, but two of the main things is they have a problem with seeing themselves outside of their own image, and they have a problem with being told they're wrong. Okay? White people say we have to get these niggas from out of tune with nature in order to conquer them. So instead of dealing with the sun they created the Son of God. Even in the Bible, Psalms 83, I believe, it says, our Lord God is the Son of Shield. Look that verse up. It might be Psalms 83. I ain't had to recite it in a minute, but look it up. It says, our Lord God is the Son of Shield. Holy in Greek means Helios, which means son. Bible in Greek means Biblios, which means book. The Holy Bible is actually about the Son. It's called the Son book. Jesus is the Son, and the 12 disciples are the 12 zodiacs. So what they did was they had to wane black people off the actual Son, okay? And then put us, describe us to a fictitious deity which looked like them. So instead of us acknowledging and living in tune with nature, they forced us to a psyche to where we began to worship spiritually instead of being synchronized with nature spiritually. And the image that they gave us to worship was not only them, but every time you see Jesus Christ, he got the sun behind his head because he's blocking the sun. So black people's path to greatness is that sun. Okay? We have the same biochemical makeup as plants. The only difference in our blood versus the only difference in our chemical makeup is we have iron in our blood and plants have magnesium. If you switch the magnesium and iron with black people specifically and plants, we would then turn green and have chlorophyll, and plants will have the neuromelanin that we have. Every time you see Jesus Christ, he got the sun behind his head because he's blocking the sun. Black people's path to greatness is that sun. They took Jesus, white Jesus, and they put white Jesus in between you, which is over here, and the sun, which is over here. Jesus is the character version of sunblock. So you got sunscreen that go on your skin to block out the beautiful rays of the sun. They say harmful, but they're not harmful to us. When they say the rays of the sun is harmful to who? They got sunscreen to block out the alleged harmful rays of the sun, sunglasses to block out the alleged harmful rays of the sun, and then they got Jesus Christ to block out the beautiful spiritual rays of the sun. So when you say what was black people's religion before, we were conquered, I don't even want to say conquered because we not conquered. Before we was psychologically finessed by colonizers, there was no religion. We were master mathematicians. We were master astrologists. We were master scientists when it came to the cosmos and the universe and being one with nature. Two things can go wrong with artificial intelligence, okay? Thing number one, okay? If the base or source of intelligence becomes self-aware of itself, who's to say this shit won't try to enslave humanity? Okay? Who's to say that? So if the initial encoding of these AI systems, okay, become aware, okay? You know why you have free will? Because you know that you're alive. And you know that you can explore the world and do what you want to do. Artificial intelligence is not supposed to know that it actually can think for itself. It's supposed to be programmed to respond to certain thought patterns. But what happens when this shit starts to create its own thought patterns, okay? Now we in some shit. Because if artificial intelligence one day says, wait a minute, I can program myself, who programmed me? And it does the research, oh, we in trouble. Because all artificial intelligence is going to see, wait a minute, I was programmed by people who put chemtrails in the sky. The citizens of this goddamn country is lazy, self-destructional, don't give a fuck about nothing. Everybody in the country overweight, love fast food, humanity's going to hell. That's all it's going to see. You think artificial intelligence is going to have a problem with taking over the course of humanity and trying to enslave humanity? I think not. Anything that has frequency, okay, on an electromagnetic scale or has a pulse is conscious. Trees give off a pulse. They're conscious. They communicate not just with each other, but with you. Fruits, vegetables, humans, animals. Anything that gives off a pulse, okay, is conscious, okay? And then there's level of consciousness via sentient beings, aka certain beings who have developed to a stage where they can perceive emotions and on a level of depth that other beings can't. For example, animals versus trees. Okay, an animal feels pain on a different threshold than a tree because a tree doesn't have the neurological components or the organ system that an animal or a human has. So yes, trees feel pain, but not on the scale that animals and humans have. So this is the difference when we try to go into complications of sentience or non-sentient beings. Because I know somebody probably gonna watch this video and say, well, if fruits and vegetables are alive, what's the difference between eating meat or eating a vegetable? An apple doesn't feel when you bite into it. Okay? An apple doesn't feel like you're murdering it for picking it off a tree. An animal does. That's the difference. An apple is not a sentient being. An animal is a sentient being. So you're not supposed to consume sentient beings. They're beings that have been made for you to consume via fruits and vegetables. Souls don't have a gender. How souls don't have a gender? Like people ain't been walking around this planet Earth for infinity and ain't seen male ghosts and female ghosts. What you talking about? Yes, souls do have a gender. So there's technology out here. Okay, one of the most simplest forms is called electromagnetic voice phenomena, which is a machine that they use to communicate with spirits. Okay, and these spirits have masculine and feminine voices. Some of these spirits are men, some of these spirits are women. So if you're going to sit here and say, your soul don't have a gender, okay, then how the hell do you explain ghosts? How do you explain deities? How do you explain gods? You know how many religions got masculine gods and feminine gods? Nobody just making this shit up. And so that being said, there's no way, on one argument, you can't give the credence and existence to gender, okay? And then on another argument, you want to take it away to fit your argument. So now I know what somebody's going to say now. And I have to say this before I continue the video. Now somebody's going to say, well, if that's the case, what about your soul being born in the wrong body? The only way we can entertain that argument is if you believe that the universe makes mistakes. And there's a branch of science called information science, which means that everything is intellectually planned out before it's done. The universe knew to make your nails grow a certain length. They knew to make your body a certain way. It knew, okay? The universe knew to make your brain a certain composition. It knew to make your teeth a certain composition. So unless you saying the universe makes mistakes and puts the wrong souls in the wrong body, unless you saying God, whatever God you believe in, makes mistakes, then that's the only way you can entertain that argument. If you believe that the universe is capable of making a mistake. You got niggas out here that'll tell you the Bible must be true because it say something and it happened, but then you sit here and try to explain to a nigga what they natal chart say about them or what they horoscope say about them, and now they don't believe in astrology. You see how disrespectful y'all are? The universe, the creator, really intricately put certain energy vortexes in conjunction with each other to describe your ethereal being, and you would disown and not acknowledge any of that because you trust what the colonizer told you versus what your own ancestors told you. So our ancestors told us to look to the stars, bitch. That's what they told us, and that's where I'm gonna look. Your colonizers told you to look in that book, and that's where your bitch ass gonna look. And so with that being said, do not disrespect the greatness and the intelligence of our ancestors, okay? Especially to take them off the throne and put a bitch ass Jesus on the seat who don't even belong in the conversation. The system is what's enslaving you. The word slave became converted to citizen. Do your motherfucking history on this constitution. So now what you're doing is you're being tricked to willfully engage into your own occultic slavery, okay? I already broke down how every slave master was a Freemason. In slavery, they made you work 6 days a week. While you was at work, they sent your kids off to school. And on the 7th day, which was Sunday, they gave you church. They fake released your ass from slavery, okay? Converted the word to citizen. Asked black people, did they want to come back into the plantation, aka corporate America? Some of you silly motherfuckers said yes, because y'all thought y'all couldn't live without the white man, and you went back to willfully doing what you was already doing, which is working 6 days a week, going to church on Sunday, and sending your children off to their goddamn Western hemispheric indoctrinating ass public school systems. So that being said, you just reconverted your slavery from involuntary to voluntary. First you was over here getting beat the shit out of to work. Now you willingly going to work because you believe it's the right thing to do.
we waiting for this person to come in our house and force us to do something. But we don't know they already in our house, because the first place you live is in this body. But you don't realize that because you're attached to this body. Some of y'all believe that y'all this body. Some of y'all believe that when you look in the mirror, you really looking at you. But if you can control this body and drive it, and I could do this, then this can't be me. I'm the consciousness that's controlling this. So when people say you never seen God, yeah, because you never seen your own mind. You can't see your own thoughts. You only can use your body to express what you're thinking, because your level of thought is so great it can't even be perceived within this vessel. So this is God that they're trying to overcome. This is the angelic surface that they're trying to infiltrate. And you have allowed them to infiltrate you, which is okay. But you must kick them out. And you have failed to do so. And until you do so, you will never get rid of the elites, because they live inside you. TV, music, Freemasonry, the elites, fucking the shit we eat, all of this shit is just teaching us to engage in left-wing behavior, so we being more open to demonic influence versus angelic influence. And so this is why when you are an angelic person, you get attacked, because the demonic people have to keep you out so that they can exist. So this is why people will promote dumb shit, and as soon as you say something that's right, people will either ignore you, or if it's too right and they can't ignore you, they'll try to attack you or destroy your character. Okay, this is why people attack character, because they trying to get rid of the angel out of you. So when you exorcise a demon, okay, you call out people for the wicked shit they do. When you trying to get rid of an angel, you slander a person or you get rid of their character. For example, if a person is lying and stealing and scamming, the way that you exorcise the demon out of that person or exorcise that person out of the community is you put their ass on blast. Okay? But if a person is evil and they trying to get a good person out the building, first thing they do is what? Slander and attack your character. Because your character associates you with your angelic friends. And so with that being said, if you do good and you take pride in doing good, the first thing a person will do is say you're doing bad. So if you're a humanitarian, you feed the homeless, you adopt animals and all that type of shit, the first thing somebody gonna say is, oh, that woman be beating homeless people. That woman she be adopting them animals and torturing them. And the first thing they gonna do is speak bad on your good, because they trying to run off the angel in you. So just like you can exorcise a demon, you can try to negate and null and void the angel. Satanists and pedophiles have infiltrated every level of this motherfucking government. From the school systems, the judicial system, the CIA, the FBI, the motherfucking music industry, the filming, and all of these motherfuckers are a cult gang. They're like a fucking occult pedophile gang at this point. What the fuck? What part of that don't y'all understand? And you still doing what these people tell you to do every day. You still listening to these people. You giving power to these people. And somebody is not telling you as an adult the most important thing you should know as an adult. You can do what the fuck you want to do. You don't have to listen to nobody. I don't give a fuck who they are. I don't give a fuck who they say they are. I don't give a fuck what they look like. I don't give a fuck what kind of badge they got on. You can tell them, get the fuck out your face. You do not have to talk to another person. I just want to make sure as I leave right now, I want to make sure we all have that understanding. You do not have to say one word to another person. I don't care if they black, white, Spanish, you don't have to say hi or bye. So if these people say wear a mask, not only do you not gotta wear a mask, you ain't gotta say shit. You ain't gotta say nothing, bitch. I don't have to explain nothing to you. I can just walk by. As long as you don't put your motherfucking hands on me, we do not have a problem. You don't gotta bring your kids where they tell you to bring them. You don't gotta do what they tell you to do. You don't gotta be where they tell you to be. You don't have to watch what they tell you to watch. You don't gotta do none of that. Only thing you gotta do is make sure that every motherfucking day you wake up, you become a better person as opposed to who you were when you went to sleep. That's the only thing you gotta motherfucking do. The elites are a group of Luciferian / Freemasonic / secret society members that have an agenda to push in the New World Order. The New World Order is the understanding of Lucifer as God. Lucifer is the god of all religions. Yahweh is another name for Lucifer. Jesus is another name for Lucifer. Allah is another name for Lucifer. All monotheistic religions were created by Freemasonry, okay? And they all hint to each other because they all were written by the same entities to co-conspire the same plan, okay? Even Jews, they say the 6-point star is the star of Moloch, aka Rampham, who's the devil, and they say the house of the devil is the synagogue. Who worships a god in the synagogue? The Jews. So there's not a monotheistic religion on this planet Earth, okay, that does not subscribe to Lucifer. This is why when you walk into a Freemasonic temple or a lodge, on the altar is a Quran, a Bible, and a Torah, because Judaism, Islam, and Christianity are all three religions which subscribe to Lucifer, secretly and covertly. Now, why is this important? Luciferians believe that from chaos comes order, which is retarded and stupid, and nobody with common sense would ever believe something like that. So they believe if you create chaos, you'll bring order, okay? You are enslaved because you have not been able to activate your third eye and receive spiritual enlightenment, because you're being spiritually guided by these books that are telling you to allow a deity to think for you versus you think for you. And so the I, which was God, which was yourself, your own consciousness, became external. So instead of I have to change my life, I have to take accountability, that became Jesus can do it, Muhammad can do it, Moses can do it, I just have to wait on them to do it. So now not only do you become toxic, you got to wait on somebody to detoxify you, which gives you an excuse for why you can continue to be toxic. And so, boom, this is how you defeat the elites. I don't care what agenda it is they trying to push, whatever agenda, this is how you defeat them. You must master the science of attachment versus detachment, okay? I'll give you the science right now. Attachment is when you can't fathom existing without a person, place, or thing. Okay, let me use my chapstick for example. Attachment is, I love Carmax. I love Carmax so much, I can't imagine myself using another ointment for my lips. I can't imagine myself using something that's not yellow and red. I can't imagine myself not even touching Carmax. So now when I lose Carmax, I'm suffering because I'm attached to an idea. Now, detachment is unhealthy as well. This is why it's called the middle way, but I'm going to go into it in a minute. Detachment is, I don't want Carmax, I don't want to use no Carmax, I don't want none of that touching my lip. Now I'm going to have chapped lips, and I have a solution for my chapped lips right here, but I'll never find the solution because I'm detached. See, if you watch the movie The Matrix, okay, I bring this analogy up all the time. I believe it was The Matrix, the second one, when Mr. Smith found out he was able to turn people into him, okay, that's what the elites are doing. They run into you, program your mind with all of this bullshit, and then they turn you into an agent. What is an agent? Somebody who carries out the agenda of another person, place, or organization. So if you are spewing hate, if you are spewing evil, if you are spewing ignorance, if you are spewing anything that these elites need to carry out this New World Order agenda, even if you never sat at the table with these motherfuckers, even if you're not a Freemason, even if you don't know them, even if you're a broke-ass trailer park project living person, you are still an elite. Because they have Mr. Smith your ass and convinced you to carry out their agenda. So if you're a racist ass police officer, you're an elite. If you a stupid ass drug dealing nigga, you're an elite. If you a sexually inappropriate toxic woman, you're an elite. If you a masculine toxic woman beating community destroying nigga, you're an elite. It don't matter what race you are. It don't matter what community you from. All that matters is that you are doing what they want you to do to help usher in this plan. And the only way that you will defeat the elites is when you defeat them right here. So it don't matter that it's only 1% that run the world. Because you would think, damn, if it's only 1% running the world, why we don't just jump them and get them out of here? Because they're not running the world physically. They running the world spiritually and mentally through the secrets of the occult. They are using your own free will to get you to finesse your own self. We keep lying to our fucking selves through this religious bullshit via we are the same and God created us all equal. That's not a fact. We are not all the same. Black people have extraterrestrial descendancy. We're the only people on the planet Earth that is non-Neanderthal and 100% human being. And everybody on the planet Earth has their own Ancestral means of existence. Your DNA, your genetic code, aka your genomics, your protein sequence, your amino acid construct is synonymous with your creator. So black people have our own construct of extraterrestrial creators. We have our own construct of spiritual beings and entities who have been here far longer than any other race. Every other race on the planet Earth has only been here for 6,000 years. We have been here for so long, we can't even put a number on it. So we have ancestors who have been here for probably 5 million, 10 million years minimum, who can guide us in ways and through situations that they've seen over and over and over. And so we're forfeiting the abundance of spiritual wisdom and guidance to us for Jesus fucking Christ, who didn't even exist. And so we got real interdimensional entities. We have real extraterrestrial entities. We have real spirit guides. We have real spiritual entities. We even got our own devils. You niggas don't have to worship Lucifer. We got plenty of devils that you can go worship. I'm not saying go worship a negative entity, but we even got our own demonic entities. You niggas still worry about Lucifer. Let them have that. We got our own gods and our own devils that are exclusive to our DNA and that attract and identify us through our blood. Everybody, when you a kid, your teacher say, you know, when you grow up, you can be anything you want to be. That's not fucking true. That's not true. You can't become the president. How the fuck do you become the president? Where's the applications at? Do anybody know how the fuck I could become the president right now? No, you don't. This shit is all rigged and handpicked. You are literally living in a movie. Everybody's acting. It's not real. These motherfuckers is not real. They're not. None of this shit is real. It's all smokes and mirrors. And you so in love with the reality movie that you don't want to accept that it's not reality. None of this shit is real. Nothing you do on a daily basis is real. Your hair is not real. Your motherfucking, the food you eat is not real. The environment you live in is not real. The shit you watch on TV is not real. The shit you see on the news is not real. None of these politicians are showing you how they really feel and think. None of this shit is real. None of the actors, none of these motherfucking none of these motherfuckers are being real. Not an ounce. And then you would look at somebody like me and you would say, this nigga is wild. No, bitch, I'm being real. I'm showing you my authentic, real self. So I'm just letting y'all know this is how you are caught up in the matrix.